She said, I just asked him to put sunscreen on my back. If you're jealous, go home. Then she laughed and joked with him in front of everyone, like I wasn't even there. I stayed quiet, booked a flight home that night, and left without a word. The next morning, my phone wouldn't stop buzzing. We'd been together for almost 2 years. She was the kind of person who never walked into a room quietly. Confident, charming, always touching people when she talked. The kind of woman who made heads turn, and she loved that attention. When we first met, that energy pulled me in. But over time, I started noticing something else. She didn't just enjoy attention, she needed it. Whenever I mentioned feeling uncomfortable, she'd laugh and say, "You're overthinking again. I'm just friendly." That became her favorite phrase. Whether she was sitting too close to some guy at a bar or texting old friends late at night, it was always just friendly. When she invited me on a beach trip with her friends, I said yes. Part of me wanted a break from work. Part of me wanted to see if she acted the same way around people who actually knew me. The first day was fine. We swam, ate seafood, drank by the pool. But on the second day, everything changed. She was performing. New bikini, sunglasses, music blasting. Every glance from a stranger was validation. Then came the tour guide, some fit local guy named Leo. Polite, helpful, doing his job. But Mira made sure it turned into a show, touching his arm when she laughed, complimenting his tattoos, asking him to help with sunscreen. I was sitting right there, towel in hand. She didn't ask me. She didn't even look at me, just turned her back and called for him like I wasn't part of the equation. When she turned around and saw me watching, she smirked. What? Don't tell me you're jealous again. Then louder, so her friends could hear. I just asked him to put sunscreen on my back. If you're jealous, go home. That line wasn't about sunscreen. It was about power, about showing everyone she could humiliate me and still expect me to stay. For a second, everything froze. Half the group stared at me, half stared at her, waiting for something. A fight, an apology, maybe a joke to smooth it over. Instead, I gave her silence. I didn't look angry. I didn't flinch. I just said quietly, okay. That single word must have hit harder than yelling ever could, because her smile faltered for half a second. Oh, come on. Don't be dramatic, she called out. He's so sensitive, right? Her friends laughed awkwardly. The kind of laugh that doesn't sound like fun, more like fear of tension. I didn't respond. I just picked up my towel, shook off the sand, and started walking. She kept talking behind me. Are you seriously leaving? Adam, come on. Don't ruin the mood. I didn't turn around, because when someone publicly disrespects you, looking back is just volunteering for more. Back at the hotel, I packed slowly, methodically. Every movement felt like reclaiming a little piece of myself I'd given away over time. She texted once. Seriously? You're going to act like a child because I made a joke? I didn't answer. Then came another. If you walk out over this, don't bother coming back. I smiled, not out of spite, but because it made my choice easier. At the front desk, I paid for my share of the room. The clerk asked if the other guest, Mira, would be checking out too. Not yet, I said. She's staying a little longer. I boarded the flight home without hesitation. When we landed the next morning, I turned my phone back on. Within seconds, it started buzzing. Are you really doing this? Everyone's asking where you went. This is humiliating. You're overreacting. It was a joke. They're making me pay for your part of the room. My card isn't going through. Can you just transfer it? I stared at that last one for a few seconds, then locked my phone. Sometimes silence is the most expensive answer you can give someone. Then a text came from one of her friends, Daniel. She's freaking out. The hotel's asking her to pay your part. Her card keeps getting declined. She's crying at the front desk. I typed back 2 words. She'll manage. Hours later, another friend sent a screenshot from their group chat. Someone named Chloe wrote, "You told him to go home if he's jealous." Guess he just did. No one replied after that. By evening, Mira's messages shifted from angry to panicked to sweet. Please, I'm sorry. Can we just talk? Just transfer the money, please. I didn't answer. Daniel texted again. Hotel finally got paid. She had to call her mom to wire money. Whole thing was awkward. A week later, she called from a different number. Her voice was small, scared. "You didn't even fight for me. You told me to go home, Mira," I said calmly. "I just listened." She hung up. That was the